We were enjoying our summer vacation in Bend, Oregon, after our rough flight up from LA. The one from our last video, in which we felt trapped above the forest fire smoke layer while the girls felt sick and hypoxic.
I feel heavy.
We'll get lower as soon as we can, okay?
She can't do it.
As a cinematographer and movie fan, there was one special attraction that I had been looking forward to checking out. We're at the last blockbuster video on the planet. This is what it used to be like picking out a movie. Looking for movies. Oh, you found the Goonies?
Yes, I did.
The Goonies is one of our favorite movies. This is an amazing movie. The Goonies was shot in Astoria, Oregon. It's a really quick hop from here over to Astoria. It's like an hour on the plane. I say we go over there and do like a little self-guided Goonies tour, check out all the shooting locations.
Let's do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go flying. Hey, when you're flying, you have to watch out for air meds for turbulence or for icing. But the thing that is new that you guys don't know about that I'm here to tell you about is sky sharks. It's a new danger in the skies.
Sky sharks, jet-propelled, artillery-equipped, aeronautical, and manned by an army of undead elite Nazis.
I'm sorry. All you need zombie Nazis and flying sharks. What more could you want? What more could I want? I don't know.
They're like, what's a good idea for a weapon? Let's make sharks fly.
Even though the sea is for fish and the sky is for sharks, we decided to take our chances in the air and depart Bend for Astoria, Oregon. The plan was to go to Astoria and back within the same day, made possible by General Aviation flying, turning a 5-hour drive into a 1-hour 15-minute flight and a 10-hour round trip into just 2.5 hours.
Bend traffic, Cherokee 631, Bravo Whiskey, just departed runway 16, turning a right crosswind. We're climbing out of here on a right crosswind departure, Bend.
The flight takes us across the beautiful but remote wilderness of the Cascade Mountain Range, crossing from the high desert on the east side of the range, over the lush greenery of western Oregon, to the often gloomy coast on the mouth of the Columbia River.
So guys, as we come into Astoria, Astoria is on the coast, and it often gets like marine layer, just kind of like Santa Barbara or Santa Monica or whatever, but it gets it a lot. So today there's marine layer there, and I don't think it's going to clear out before we get there, so we'll probably have to do a little bit of an instrument approach into the clouds, so just be ready for that.
I'm always a little nervous flying with my family on an instrument approach through the clouds, despite practicing a lot before each trip to prepare. I was looking forward to this challenge in our quest for One Eyed Willy.
When the Goonies came out in like 1985, it was one of the reasons that I really wanted to get into making movies. There was just something about that movie that was so awesome. And around that time, and the time of like Raiders of the Lost Ark a little earlier, and then like Return of the Jedi 2 years earlier than that, and like The Dark Crystal and those movies.
E.T.
And E.T., yeah, that was 84, I think. Those movies really made me want to make movies, and that's why I became a cinematographer. So I'm super excited.
It's just a fun movie.
If you're not familiar with the Goonies, the story is about a group of teenage friends who try to save their homes from foreclosure while embarking on an adventure to find a legendary pirate's treasure.
The movie has such an awesome like adventure element to it.
So much heart.
It captures your imagination. I was going to say, yeah, it has so much heart. One of my favorite scenes is just the intro, the title sequence. Like,
Yeah, that one's really cool.
yeah, where
It's a clever opening. So like, you get introduced to all the characters, but it also is like developing the plot line.
one of the first things that happens in the movie is when they bust the Fratelli guy out of jail.
Yeah.
This is the jail from the opening scene where the Fratellis bail out their brother from jail, and then they light the pavement on fire and start making their escape. It's the Fratellis' getaway car.
The size of mothballs.
Oh yeah, where Chunk sees the chase go by from the bowling alley.
This is the window where Chunk smashes the pizza and the strawberry shake when he watches the chase go by in the opening credits.
Then there's that scene at Mikey's house outside. There's that Rube Goldberg machine, and then Chunk comes over and he does a truffle shuffle.
Yeah.
Guys, I am not gonna do the truffle shuffle in front of that house because that's like disrespectful to the neighbors and stuff.
Maybe I should. No, that'd be really disrespectful.
I don't think anybody wants
Why would
to
you
see
even
that.
consider that?
it'd be fun to do the truffle shuffle where Chunk did it, but yeah, let's not do that.
But yeah, no. Are we gonna be able to see like the rocks that line up with the medallion?
That is like almost, I think, my favorite scene. The thing that I think about almost immediately visually when I think about the Goonies, the doubloon lining up with those rocks on the beach.
Yeah.
It's such an awesome thing as a kid. Like, you totally fantasize that you're gonna find like a treasure map and a thing and decode it.
Sure.
It's cool to see it in person. It's cold here.
It's a little chilly, just a bit.
One Eyed Willy's close.
Automated weather observation. Sky condition overcast 1,200.
One Eyed Willy was hiding underneath the solid overcast, so we'd have to descend through the clouds with an instrument clearance.
631 Bravo Whiskey Cross, SMOAC, outer above 5,000, clear to RNAV, runway 26, approach Astoria Airport.
Flying an instrument approach in the clouds requires concentration and focus to precisely follow ATC instructions along with published approach procedures.
After CARP, we're gonna go 3,800. And then after USP, we go down to 3,500, pick up the glide slope, and fly it in.
I always tense up as I enter the cloud layer.
Here's the glide slope.
And in this case, I couldn't help but feel a little like Andy in the Goonies at that skeleton organ. One wrong move and it's over.
Glide slope's looking good. 1,200. 1,100 for 300. Goonies never say die.
Hey.
In many ways, The Goonies is about Mikey and his friends trying to hang on to more innocent times as change is on the horizon.
Welcome to Astoria.
As my girls grow up and get ready to go off on their own, I guess that's why I relate to it in a whole new way. Our adventures in the airplane keep us together for the time being. As Mikey would say, it's our time. It's our time up here. If you've never seen The Goonies, I highly recommend you go straight to your nearest Blockbuster video and rent it. If you like this video, come join our Patreon membership and get exclusive perks like bonus content, our own Discord chat server, Zoom hangouts, and merch discounts. Thanks for coming along on the journey with me.